Introduction. As well as being convenient and easy to work with, laying screed board has the advantage of being a dry process, which limits the possibility of potential defects post-installation. However, if it is not installed correctly, there are a number of potential consequences, such as excess deflection or movement in high foot traffic areas, cracking to the joints, or even floors which are unable to withstand the required weight. Despite it being a simple product to install, there are a number of very important steps to take to ensure that it performs correctly. Being a subfloor product, it is, by its very nature, difficult and costly to rectify after the event. It's therefore crucial that the correct quality processes are followed before, during and post-installation to ensure that we get it right first time. Planning and pre-installation. Screed board should be installed as late as possible in the build program, as it is an internal product that can easily get damaged by typical on-site traffic. Ensure that all designs have been checked and approved by the architect and the structural engineer. If underfloor heating is to be incorporated within the screed board system, check that the underfloor heating design has been signed off by the M&E supply chain partner. Check that all materials to be used alongside the screed board, such as perimeter strips and adhesives, are in line with the mandated manufacturer's specifications. Check that the condition of the substrate is suitably dry, clean, free from dust, and is at the right temperature, as well as making good to surface penetrations. Ensure that the substrate has achieved an SR2 level of flatness, with a 5 mm tolerance under a 2 m straight edge. Check that the product that has arrived on site matches the specification as provided by the mandated goods partner. Check that you have the correct flanking strip for the chosen floor finish. Note that there are 4 different options to choose from which look quite similar. Check if any threshold support strips are required under the screed board, for example under door thresholds, lift entrances, stairs or around shower trays. The strips help to avoid excess movement of the subfloor. Setting out on site. Best practice is to measure the area first in order to plan the layout of the boards. It is essential that no section of installed screed board is less than 150 mm in width. Avoid butt jointing the screed board, as this will lead to movement in the subfloor. There will be a requirement for a break in the boards to separate a dwelling or teaching space from a communal area. In this situation, a rubber-fon threshold strip should be installed below the boards. This high-density strip will eliminate any movement in the subfloor where the boards aren't interlocked. Installation. Ensure installers have a copy of the mandated partner's installation guide and that they are following its guidance. It is essential that packing shims are placed along the 2 right-angle walls in order to ensure that no boards are touching the walls and that there is adequate space for the perimeter strips. Check that the boards have been installed facing the correct direction of install, as indicated on the board itself. Check that the boards are fitted together without gaps and are flush and level. Check that there is no excessive adhesive coming through the joints. Check that the gaps to the perimeters do not exceed 10 mm and that no board is smaller than 150 mm in width. Should any minor cracking or chips appear on the joints during the install, check that they have been filled with a gypsum-based compound and sanded back. Ensure that the screed board is not touching the skirting board and that the coloured flanking band is in place. It is important to remember that screed board is a floating floor and cannot have any contact with any hard surfaces. Ensure that no fixings penetrate the screed board and have contact with the subfloor. When fixing into the screed board, the screw must be no longer than 20 mm. Where possible, request that the mandated partner attends an on-site quality inspection. Post-installation. Check again for any damage and that any remedial repairs have been successfully carried out. Check if a primer, latex or feather finish is required for the chosen finished floor on your specific project, and that this is applied in accordance with the manufacturer's recommendations. Make sure that the area is clean and tidy, ready for follow-on trades. Ensure that the area has been appropriately protected prior to final floor finish installation.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this QD checklist video on screed board installation. No one is expected to know everything there is to know about all areas of construction, but everyone is expected to ask for help if they are unsure about a particular process or product. Your local quality team is on hand to assist with any queries that you may have. At Wilmot Dixon, our aim is to hand over defect-free buildings to our customers. Ensuring that our selected flooring products go in right first time will be essential in achieving this goal.